This video is a demo of the Tripollar STOP Vx2 radio frequency device, which tightens the skin on your face and your neck and also includes a muscle tightening mode that lifts and tightens the jawline area. The STOP Vx2 includes new triple wave multi-RF technology that stimulates collagen and elastin production to smooth, wrinkles, and tone your skin. It also has integrated thermal mapping for intuitive heating. The muscle tightening mode is called VIB mode, and that is used in tandem with radio frequency for a lifting effect. The demo portions in this video are mostly sped up, so if you'd like to do the whole routine along with me at regular speed, I've linked to it here so you can click through and watch that video instead. This device comes with a power cord that you'll need to plug in while using the device, an instruction manual that I highly recommend you read, and some preparation gel. And I like to have a washcloth nearby so I can wipe my hands after applying a thin layer of the glycerin-based gel to all of the treatment areas. On one side of my face, I apply the gel, then on the other side of my face, my forehead, and both sides of my neck. Those will be all the areas that we will be treating. And then I grab my washcloth and wipe the gel off my hands and get started. The instructions say to divide your face into 3 sections, left cheek, right cheek, and forehead, but I'm also gonna do both sides of my neck. And if you noticed, I put a lot of gel on my chin and my jawline because that's where I'm gonna do the VIB mode. You press the power button to activate the RF mode, and there are 3 levels of heat: low, medium, or high. If this is your first time, I recommend low, but I'm using medium. And I'm gonna start on this side of my face, and this is technically the cheek area, but my jowls bother me so much that I'm starting right in the jowl area with the radio frequency mode. And what you wanna do is move the device in very slow, small circles. You're making the circles just about the size of the head, maybe a little bit bigger than the size of the head you can see here, and I'm going really slowly. In the past, I've had trouble with the device not heating up very fast, and it's because I wasn't going slowly enough. So that is my number 1 tip. Move slowly, but never hold it on your skin. You have to keep it moving because you don't want it to burn your skin. Keep doing this until you hear the beep, which means you've reached the optimal temperature and the indicator turns orange on the device. I set the timer on my phone at this point for 4 minutes. It's recommended to do each section for 3 to 4 minutes. And once the device beeps, you can slowly start moving it to the next section in the area. And you work the entire area for 4 minutes, moving very, very slowly. And your goal is to keep the orange light on and keep hearing the beep as much as possible. This means that the device is at the optimal temperature for skin tightening, but don't worry, it does get easier over time as you get the hang of it. And one tip the manual provides is if you're having a hard time reaching the optimal temperature, you can try a higher heat setting. So if you're on low, you could bump to medium. If you're on medium, you could bump to high. So play around with the different heat settings. It should always be comfortable. You should be using slight pressure, moving the device around your face. It should never hurt, and you always want to keep the device moving so that you don't burn your skin or feel any pain. And I continue doing the same thing for the entire 4 minutes, moving the device slowly, waiting to hear the beep so that the orange light comes on. And I'm keeping an eye on the timer to make sure that I'm able to work the entire area in the 4-minute treatment time. The 4 minutes are up, so I stop the timer and you can see one side of my face is red and that is normal. Then I start the same process on the other side of my face, starting again on my jowls area because that's the area that bothers me the most. You can start on or focus on areas that bother you the most as well. And I'm waiting for the orange light to come on and to hear the beep. I heard it. And so now I set the timer for 4 minutes. So that's when the 4-minute treatment time begins after the device reaches the optimal temperature. And again, I'm moving the device slowly. It's really hard to keep moving it very slowly, but the slower you move it, the faster the orange light is going to come on. And it came on pretty quickly on this side of my face. And once the orange light comes on, you can move it slowly to the next area and continue working the entire treatment area, keeping an eye on the timer so that you can work the entire area in the 4-minute treatment time. The 4 minutes are up, and so I stop the timer and I'm going to move to the forehead area, and I'm going to start on my 11s because that's the area that bothers me the most, but feel free to start on or focus on the area that bothers you the most. The orange light came on already and I heard the beep, so I set the timer for 4 minutes, and I'm going to continue slowly moving the device in small circles across my forehead area, keeping track of the time because I'm going to work the entire forehead area within 4 minutes. Slowly covering all the surface area, keeping the orange light on and hearing the beep as much as possible. And the 4 minutes are up, and so I stop the timer, and you can see my entire face is quite red, but that will go away after a little bit. And now I'm going to move on to the sides of my neck. And you can do each side of your neck for 3 to 4 minutes, but I am going to do 2 minutes on each side of my neck because my neck doesn't really bother me too much. I don't have that many fine lines yet, but I still want to do preventative treatments on the area. So I set the timer for 4 minutes, and I'm going to split that and do 2 minutes on one side of my neck and 2 minutes on the other side of my neck. You're more than welcome to do 8 minutes total on your neck and do 4 minutes on one side and 4 minutes on the other side. I never use the device where my throat and my thyroid are. I also don't use a device underneath my chin. You can keep the device along your jawline when you're using the radio frequency mode or the VIB mode, which should lift up and tighten any turkey neck or any loose skin you have underneath your chin. But I've always been told that this device is not supposed to be used underneath your chin. And the 4 minutes are up, so I'm going to move to the Adaptive VIB mode. So I turn that mode on. And this is the muscle tightening mode that you do on the jawline and cheeks. So you keep this mode on the lower portion of your face. And as you can see, I'm just gliding slowly from my chin up to my ear, and I'm keeping it along my cheeks and my jawline. And I like to focus this mode around my jowl area, like next to my lip corner, because that's the area that's loose for me and it bothers me, and I want to focus on tightening that up. But if you are more concerned with underneath your chin or like turkey neck, or you want to tighten that up, you could move the device a little bit lower and glide the device on the underside of your jawline so that you're tightening up lower. But I'm focusing on the higher portion of my face here because that's what bothers me the most. So again, you can do what you want to treat specifically what you're after. And the VX2 offers Adaptive VIB for its muscle tightening mode, and you may recall this being a little bit prickly if you have a previous version of the Stop VX device, but because this is adaptive, it automatically adjusts the VIB action in real time to ensure a pleasant treatment. I'm using this on the low level. There actually are 2 levels, low and high. I find this device to be much more comfortable than the previous version, the Stop VX. And when you're using this mode, it's using radio frequency and adaptive VIB. So you're getting skin tightening and muscle tightening at the same time. So I'm just going to finish the 4 minutes on this side of my face and then move to the other side of my face when I'm done. And I am done with the 25-minute treatment. So you turn the device off, and here's how my face and neck look after the treatment. You can see that my skin is still a little bit pink, but that will go away. Then you unplug the device and wipe the device clean. It's best if you use a damp cloth so that you can really get the gel off. Put the top back on and store it away for next time. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial today, and I'll see you in the next one.